Welcome back everybody to Video Game Weekly News. This week we had some pretty interesting things, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's first talk about what came out most recently, a trailer for the new Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I talked about how we're getting some hints of a trailer coming up soon last week, and now we have one. And it happens to be very different than what I was expecting. I was just expecting, I don't know, some rap music and then cool guns flying around. What we actually got was war footage and I think some Watts Riot footage from the 60s, voiced over by ex-KGB agent Yuri Bezlonov, who back in the 80s did an interview in which he discussed about Soviet ideological subversion tactics, which painted a very interesting image for what this game could be about, at least the storyline-wise, although it would be rather fitting with the original Call of Duty Black Ops campaign, which also had some pretty interesting ideas about Soviet brainwashing. Personally, I was very surprised to see Yuri included in this trailer, as I never thought I'd see him outside of anything besides weird political videos on YouTube. My assumption what this game is going to be about is more Soviet brainwashing and perhaps you, the main character, fighting off revolutionaries in America. Overall, I don't exactly have high expectations of the main storyline. I bet it'll be interesting, but I don't think it's going to be all too amazing. Probably not anything beyond most Call of Duty campaigns. I'm more interested in the ideas that it might put forward. Although something that everybody might be interested in is perhaps this could lead to some pretty interesting multiplayer maps. Now, I haven't been keeping up with other Call of Duty games, so perhaps some of these are already been maps, but maybe you could have one in the White House. That'd be pretty cool. Or perhaps in other iconic American locations. Overall, though, I'm still interested in see if it's going to affect Warzone in any way. Perhaps we'll get a new location for Warzone to take place. I still think somewhere in Vietnam would be cool to see. But tell me what you think about the next Call of Duty. Do you think it's just going to be every other Call of Duty, or do you think they're going to try to pull something different? The next story is a weird one in which Fortnite has started battle, or a battle royale, you could say, with Apple. Somewhere down the line, Epic Games has decided that Apple, with their Apple Play Store, had a monopoly, and they did not like paying the 30% to Apple every time they sold some V-Bucks. So exactly what happened is Epic announced that V-Bucks are going to be permanently 20% off. Although if you played Fortnite on an iPad or iPhone, you'd have to download a separate app, a Epic payment processor. However, this action is against iStore's policies, although Epic knew from the get-go that it was. They essentially purposely started this incident, and so Apple took action and removed Fortnite from the Apple Store, which then was followed by Epic suing Apple for an unlawful monopoly. Epic's argument is that Apple's decision to restrict alternative software application distribution channels for iOS and its policy of restricting developers from providing alternative non-Apple mediums for in-app transactions violate the Sherman and California Cartwiggler Acts on a total of 10 counts. Beyond that, it's a whole lot of legal stuff that I don't exactly know all about because I'm not a lawyer. Of the lawsuit, all the articles I read state that Epic is not attempting to recoup any losses and more of just want to be able to have their own application in which you can spend money in where Apple doesn't take 30%. I find this incident really weird. It's interesting. It's obvious that Epic went out from the get-go to start this lawsuit and has made a bit of a publicity stunt of the whole situation, tweeting out from their Fortnite account that they are starting a lawsuit with Apple, and even going on so much to remake a old Apple trailer in Fortnite and upload it to their Fortnite channel on YouTube, along with starting a hashtag free Fortnite. So all these actions really make me think, Epic, what's your angle here? What are you trying to get at? Perhaps they really do actually think that the Apple Store is a bit of a monopoly and that it's unright for them to not allow publishers not to offer their own way that doesn't require going through Apple to make in-game transactions. However, the thing is that a 30% cut for the hoster of the store, whatever platform that happens to be, Steam or really anywhere, except for I guess the Epic Game Store, the platform always takes 30%. It's pretty standard for a lot of places. So what exactly is Epic's deal with a 30% cut? Like everyone else seems it's fine. And they said that they're going to pass on the savings to the consumer. However, their discount for V-Bucks was only 20%, not the 30% a platform takes. And yeah, sure, it's not free to transfer money. Even on PayPal, they take a bit of a cut if you want to move money around, but it's not 10%. Where is that 10% going? Maybe I'm all just a little too jaded, but I don't trust large corporations to do anything that doesn't involve trying to get more money. And to think if the lawsuit does go through, it could lead to some pretty interesting changes to the gaming atmosphere. Now, it wouldn't affect me much at all. However, perhaps on other platforms like Xbox and PlayStation, we could see some changes. The game I play, War Thunder, they have a premium currency, Golden Eagles, which you can buy on their store, or you can buy it on Steam. Now, the Steam version is a little bit more pricey because they have to give Steam their cut, while on the store, they won't have to give that cut. I don't remember the situation for Xbox, but I do know for PlayStation, if you were to buy this premium currency, you have to do it through the PlayStation Store. And I think it's the same for Xbox. This put many players in a situation in which they cannot purchase the premium currency because they had sold their PS4. However, if this lawsuit goes through and it is deemed that making it so you can only make in-game transactions on this singular marketplace if you happen to have that game on a certain platform is considered a monopoly, it's possible to see a different situation for this stuff, and you would no longer have to go through Xbox or PlayStation to purchase in-game currency for Call of Duty, for say. Now, I don't think Apple has made a statement in why their platform is not a marketplace, and I don't think they're going to because it's now a legal battle, but I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Do you think the App Store on iPhones and iPads is a form of a monopoly in Apple's favor? Or is Epic being a drama queen and trying to get their ice cream and eat it too? And I never really got that saying, like, if you got your cake, why can't you eat it? What's the point? But whatever, tell me what you think. I'd love to read it in the comments. Other stories in this week happened. Microsoft Flight Simulator, the new one, was released, and despite all the hype that was going around this game, it has unfortunately mixed reviews. At first, the reviews were mixed because, well, from what I could read, people were quite upset with the download time, as the initial launcher would download quite fast, but then downloading the rest of the game would take a long period of time, as it was quite a large game. Although now that the game has been out for a while, people have been able to actually make proper reviews of the game, and the complaints mostly that are making it mixed have to go around with technical issues. So if you're looking forward to the game, perhaps wait a bit, a week, two, maybe a month, and you'll have a better product in the end. There's also hinting towards a new Batman game via a teaser website, which you have some weird codes and whatnot. Somebody on Reddit already figured it all out. I'm interested on this Batman game. The last Batman Arkham game unfortunately got kind of mixed reviews as it was quite buggy, although they had fixed it rather on. I got it for free with my graphics card. When I played through it, didn't experience too many bugs until near the end. Overall, the story was alright, and visually it was cool. Though I did find the combat kind of repetitive, and shooting people with a 40mm cannon and then saying, don't worry, it was just a concussion shot. Like, it doesn't feel right. Especially when you also hit those guys at 60 miles an hour, but you tased them, so you didn't kill them. Batman's not a murderer. And as a final story, Embracer Group has bought in 4A Games as well as New World Interactive. 4A Games, if you don't know, happens to be the guys who make the Metro series, and New World Interactive make Insurgency. Now, I can't say much for New World Interactive, but I do know the guys who made Metro, they started out in a pretty rough spot. Apparently they had their office as like a big warehouse with a bunch of chairs and guys on laptops programming a video game. Like, that's all I've heard. Don't quote me on that. But perhaps maybe them being acquired by this group could lead to more finances and perhaps more Metro or other video games that are kind of like Metro. I would love to see some narrative-based, depressing first-person shooters put in some other environments besides nuclear Russia. So anyways, that's just about all the gaming news that I care to talk about this week. If there's anything else that I missed that you thought might be interesting, be sure to hit me up on my Discord or in the comments below. Before I end this video, first, I'd like to thank my VIP champions, the patrons and YouTube members. For the patrons, it's CMDR Edward and Asuka Blet Idinahui. Thank you very much. For the YouTube members, at the $1 level, it's Luce, which translates to Saffron, which sounds much more cooler, so I might just call you Saffron, Mako, and Raymond Saint. Thank you very much, guys. For the $5 YouTube member level, it is GG Ultra Blue. I like them thick. Matthew Cameron, Lars Henrik, The Royal Rat, Peter Koglinski, Nico Korkamaki, Mehmet Hazarchi, Joel Bloxy, Tex, Roger Rammer, Grimace, Mighty Peppers, Pointless Gunstinks, and Waffly Joker 6. A big thank you to the greatest people on the planet. If you'd like to join them, there are links in the description. You can hit the join button or go over to Patreon. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, don't like button. If you want to see more, I make video game news videos every Thursday or Wednesday, whenever that happens. So be sure to hit the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload anything. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. And in terms of bonus news, Ghosts of Tunisia got like a free multiplayer. That's pretty neat.